Oh boy. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. So it's no secret that I feature a lot of apps on my channel. Every month I create a new top apps video, and we've also got my best Nova Launcher setup series, which features a ridiculous amount of customization related apps. And I quickly lose count of the amount of applications that I'm featuring each and every month. Now, over the past couple of years, I've always had the idea floating around in the back of my mind that I should totally create my own application. I mean, I love the idea of owning my very own app. There'd be free publicity here on the channel, and I reckon it'd just be a heck of a lot of fun to have an application that is totally my own. Issue is, I'm not an app developer at all, and I really don't have the time to learn how to become one. So that's where today's video sponsor, Fiverr, comes in. They actually challenged me to go to their website and see if I could find some developers to create my dream application for me. So that's exactly what I plan to do. Now, when you go to the Fiverr website and search for app developer, you'll probably be shocked at just how many people are offering this service, and probably even more shocked at just how low some of their prices seemingly are. However, if you do a bit of digging around, you'll start to see that each developer actually offers different packages, each with different pricing tiers. And these really cheap ones are often just for a simple 2-page application, or perhaps even just a prototype of an app. And I was looking for something quite a bit beefier. So on each developer's page, there is also this get a quote option. And for the type of app I'm interested in building, it will definitely require getting a customized quote. Now for context, it's probably worth first explaining the type of app that I'm after. So I'm looking to create an app that will hopefully eventually replace the email submission process for my best Nova Launcher setup series. Instead of having to email me, which can often result in submissions that are missing loads of relevant information, I instead want an all-in-one app that enables users to submit their setups and have them showcased within the app as well. Then, instead of sifting through the email submissions each month, I will instead choose setups from the app to be featured in my best Nova Launcher setup series. Does that make sense? There are a couple of apps that offer a similar functionality, some of which I've even featured on my channel in the past, but the difference is that this app will be mine and it will connect directly to my best Nova Launcher setup series. So I put together a fairly detailed brief that covered pretty much the exact type of app I was after with all of the included features, said that I needed some sort of working prototype within 14 days, and then I sent that off to a bunch of developers. And after a bunch of going back and forth with some negotiation, here are the 5 I've decided to go with. All right, first up we have Amelia. Her page says she'll develop a native Android application. She only has 1 5-star review, but it's still 5 stars. And after some negotiation, she said she would develop my app for 150 bucks. Now, even though she's the cheapest contender on this list, the compromise to reach this price was that some of the features I was initially after would need to be scrapped. But I really wanted to see what sort of design she could come up with, so we locked it in. Now, these next 4 developers all agreed to the same set of features I proposed in the initial brief. And so for only $10 more than Amelia, we have Saeed. He says that he will design and develop an Android application, which is definitely what I'm after. He has 8 5-star reviews, which is pretty great going when you consider that it's app development he's doing. And he agreed to all of the features that I was after, which I thought was very impressive for the price. Boom, $160. Next up is HOSAM, and his page says that he will build a mobile app using Flutter or Android native. He's only got 1 5-star review so far, but again, he agreed to all of the features I wanted and to deliver the app within 7 days, which is faster than anyone else. So he's locked in for $200. Second to last is Topman02, who says he will design and develop a professional Android app using Flutter. He's got 9 ratings and a 4.8 star average, so he gets the gig for $215. And finally, we have ALILALDINZ. Is that right? Probably not. Anyway, he is a level 2 seller with 58 5-star reviews, which for app development is bonkers. And he came, deservedly so it seems, right at the top of the pack for a total price of $290. So they are all locked in and working away. None of them know that it's for this video, but I'm really excited to see what they come up with. All right, it is officially the day to review the completed apps. Now, disclosure, 3 out of the 5 developers have fully finished their apps. There is no more work to be done on them, but 2 of the developers have broken up their work into 2 phases, with the end of phase 1 being a working prototype, and then the next phase being the completion of the app. For those developers, we're looking at the apps at the end of phase 1, so that's something to keep in mind. Now, what we're gonna do is open up each application that I've been sent, take a sneak peek around, experiment with each of their functionalities, and then I'm gonna rank each application based on a few key factors: design, usability, and feature set. We'll give each app a score of between 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, and I'll update the rankings as we look at each app. But then once all is said and done, we'll assess all of the scores, and unless something crazy has happened, that will determine which app I'm gonna pursue going forward. Let's begin. Okay, first up is Saeed, and we're flipping things up a little bit because even though Saeed's initial cost was $160, he was one of the developers who split his project into 2 phases, each costing $80. So today we're looking at the app that he created for only $80. All right, let's open it up and take a look. Is that it? Oh boy. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Okay, so first things first, the design immediately to me is very basic. There's nothing really too impressive about the layout. The fonts don't look very nice either. I mean, if we go to the different categories, I mean, does anything actually even work? If I tap the hamburger, okay, we've got another menu. Nothing works, and even the layout it's not that nice. Oh, Saeed, oof. What scores can I give you? Oh gee, it's a grim start. Let's move on. All right, next up we have It's Amelia. She cost $150, but just a reminder, she only agreed to that price by removing some of the features that I had originally requested. Now you can see here on my home screen that every other developer actually has 2 applications within a folder, and that is because they've all created admin apps where I can go in and approve submitted setups, and in some cases even edit them. And so that's something that Saeed obviously hasn't created yet either. He will need to do that in the next phase. But with that said, let's open up Amelia's main application. And already off the bat, you can see the design is 1,000 times better than what we saw in the first application. If we tap on one of the setups, excellent, we get all the details underneath, and hopefully as we tap on these icons here, yep, they launch into the applications on the Play Store, and we can go ahead and download them directly from the Play Store, which is a really important feature. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that these phone renders that you're seeing on the home screen here, they were actually created by me. So there is an app that I always use that I really like called SnapMod, and this is where you can actually put any screenshot into a phone render, which makes it look a lot nicer. So that is something that users would have to do when submitting their own home screen. You can see we have the categories here. If I tap on one here, bang, that loads in any setups that were categorized under that particular heading. But now let's go ahead and try and submit a setup. And what I really like about Amelia's is that she has some sort of preloaded apps that are set up for the submission process. So I can tap this bottom icon, and you can see that there are a few here. We'll hit submit. But now let's go and open up the admin app, and you can see that now it said no setups initially, but now we've got Sam's home screen. So we can tap on that, can view all of the details. Unfortunately, I can't actually edit any of the details. I can just either delete it or approve it, which means if there's one slight error, I'll just have to delete it, and that means the user will have to resubmit and so forth. But I can approve it. Let's hit the tick button. Okay, I think that approved it. If we go over to the approved page, you can see all of the approved. There's Sam's home screen, so that's great. Let's go back to the main app now. I wonder if that just loads. Yeah, so that loaded. I don't even have to quit the app and reopen it. That's there. If I tap on that, there it is. It's live within the app, and I can tap on these icons, and they will load the different applications that it mentions. All right, but that's it for Amelia's. A really great application. I would highly recommend her as a developer. She was really easy to work with. But let's move on to the next application. All right, after that is HOSAM's app. This guy was $200 in total, and this included every feature that I was after. Let's open up the main app, and ooh, yes, Yes, sir. This is very nice. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that with HOSAM's app, there is no necessary step after you take the screenshot to make, the screenshots look nice. And in fact, this is what the screenshots will look like if they're uploaded directly within the app. So that is fantastic. Got the icons up there, which, very clear as we change, that text changes at the top. We've got favorites. Ooh, nice folder icon there. Let's try the search functionality. Bang. There we go. Tap on the setup. Beautiful. So the search feature is working well, and that is actually a feature that I just remembered Amelia didn't incorporate into her application either. So this looks like it's going to be like the dark/light theme icon. So if we tap that, bam, there it goes into an AMOLED dark mode. Beautiful. Let's try and submit a setup now. So we'll go same setup as before, Sam's home screen. And what's really cool here is that we can add a second widget app if need be. So tap that. Ooh, and third and indefinite widget apps, which is fantastic. I think that's everything. Hit submit. Pretty seamless submission process. Now let's go to the admin app, and there you can see we have Sam's home screen. And what's really cool is I can tap on details, and everything here is editable. And we'll come back here and accept the setup. So let's go into the app, see if that updates automatically. No, so I might have to quit it. Let's try quit it. Scroll down. Bam, there it is. And look at that. You saw it. That was just a plain screenshot, and now it looks beautiful. It's got that yellow outline, the blurred blue background to match the wallpaper. That looks awesome. Gee, this is super impressive. For $200, this is a fully functioning application that I would be happy to upload and submit to the Play Store today. Yes, HOSAM, good man. All right, second to last, we're actually subbing in ALILALDINZ 7, who I actually later came to realize has the first name Ali, so I'll call him Ali from now on. Now, his total fee for the project was $290, but like Saeed, he split his project into two phases, and this first one cost $200. The second one is costing $90. Okay, no, whoa, let's do that again. That was a really cool, yes, that's a really nice loading animation. Okay, and I will let you know that these screenshots do not have to be preloaded via the SnapMod app or anything like that. They come loaded in phone renders automatically, so that's thumbs up for that. This is a really nice and clean design. It's actually quite different from HOSAM's. So let's just quickly tap on a setup here. Ooh, yes, this is really nice. So that's it sort of for the home screen. Let's try and submit a setup. So we'll go to upload setup. Oh man, this is by far the nicest looking setup page, by far. Let's go for it. We'll hit submit setup, all good. All right, we'll go home, we'll open up the admin app, jump over to pending submissions. There it is, tap on that. As you can see, I can edit all the details here if need be. Hit post setup, nice icons there. So now let's go into the main app again. Just double check, does that setup get loaded in automatically? Yes, it does. Again, no needing to quit and reopen the app. Tap on that. There it is. That's fantastic. Now, dark and light theme, there is no toggle for it, but Ali did let me know that it does just behave the system settings. So let's tap on dark theme there, and bam, it automatically transitions over. So that's really nice. Oh man, so wow. Okay, all right, that's it for Ali's app. I'll start with the main application. All right, nice. So fairly simple layout. I would say straight off the bat that in terms of design, this home screen doesn't look quite as nice as anyone's but Saeed's, but it's not bad. If we tap on a setup here, tap on more details, it just doesn't look as nice as really any of the applications except for Saeed. Just quickly, before we submit a setup, we'll come over to the hamburger menu. We've got the light and dark mode toggle there. Ooh, yeah, I quite like that. Let's now submit a setup. So let's put this in. So Sam's home screen. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you can even see there's a little hint here that says kindly edit the screenshot for professional look. You do actually have to, use an app like SnapMod to make the screenshot look nice before you submit it. But I think that's everything. So let's hit submit. Setup submitted successfully, waiting for approval to go live. So let's go to the admin app now. So you can see there it is. I've got all the details there, which I can manually edit. And what's cool is I can change the thumbnail. Let's hit approve. And if I come in, okay, it's not there, so I'll have to manually reload the app. And that is one thing I've noticed is that load times aren't amazing with this app in particular. But there it is, Sam's home screen. Tap on that, there it is. Let's add that to favorites, more details. Aside from that, it's pretty functional. It's got most of the features that I was after in the initial brief. They're not as smooth as the other applications, so that's gonna dock a few points. But yeah, it is definitely a pretty solid working application. Okay, so for those playing at home, here is how each developer and application ranked. And as you can see, even though it was a pretty tight race in between HOSAM and Ali, the eventual winner was, of course, Ali. His overall design and usability was the best, and although it didn't have quite as many features as some of the other apps, keep in mind the app we saw was just his first version. So as much as I really like HOSAM's version of the app, and its Amelia's and Topman 02s were pretty solid as well, Ali's is the one that I'm gonna stick with going forward. Honestly, I'm hoping that it's live and available to download on the Google Play Store in the next couple of months. And I'll of course keep you all updated once that has happened. So keep an eye out. A big thank you to Fiverr for sponsoring this video. Make sure you check out the first link down in the description below to start getting your jobs completed. Or perhaps you might be someone who wants to instead sign up to Fiverr, maybe even as a developer, and start selling your own services. But that's it. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. But aside from that, thank you all very much for watching, and I will catch you later.